guys, welcome to my channel. Mehlali Lingela over here, the nail tech, the professor, and class has officially started. So in this video we'll be dealing with preparing a nail. Before we get to actually constructing a nail, putting tips on acrylic, about 40% of the overall nail application, nail experience is preparing the nail. Nothing is more annoying than right after a customer has, or your client has gone home, or let's say a couple days later they're contact lensing, their nails have popped out. Like, that is so annoying. It's such a waste of time and product. So in order to prevent that from happening, you need to adequately prepare the nail so that the glue, the acrylic can actually last longer. I'll be showing you how to do that properly, the proper way. And let's be honest, even as myself, when I'm doing my nails, I don't want my nails popping off right after I did them. Like, it's a waste of my money, and obviously I'm gonna complain and never go to that nail tech again. In order to prevent all of those complaints, all of that bad energy, bad blood, it's best to just do it right the first time to prevent waste of money, waste of resources, time, all of that. So let me just bring y'all closer so you can see what I'm gonna do. So when you're preparing the nail, if your client has long nails, you're actually gonna have to cut that short. Not too short, obviously. Be careful here. You don't want to hurt her in any way. Just gonna shorten that as clean and neat as possible. Not so close to her skin, because you don't want her to start bleeding, him or her actually, to start bleeding. You don't want to cut them in any manner. This just makes the process of putting tips on so much easier. Oh wow, that doesn't want to cut. That thumb doesn't want to do anything. And just to get it a little bit shorter, I like to file around, and to also just round it here on the sides, because I don't like to leave it in that sharp edge. I don't like that sharp edge. I find that when the client's nails also start to grow, they grow in a shape. They don't grow all irregular and all over the place. They grow nice, shaped and straight. And then I'm just going to remove the shine. This will help the glue stick and adhere properly. Just remove the shine all over the nail. Gentle, of course. As gentle as possible. Take your cuticle push up. Try and get as close to the camera as possible. Cuticle push up, and push the cuticles. Let me just demonstrate on my hand what exactly it is that I'm pushing here. So this cuticle, and the purpose of this, of pushing back the cuticle, is to prevent the nail from growing as fast once you've done everything. Once you've applied tips, acrylic, all of that, This prevents the nail from growing fast, for having the nails last just a little bit longer, and also to prevent lifting. See all this white stuff? Dead skin. If you're gonna put nails on this white dead skin here, it's not gonna last, honey. Not gonna last. It'll lift with the quickest. And this, I feel, is the major reason why nails lift so fast and start to pop off. See, like that, down. I'm demonstrating on my finger because the mannequin obviously does not have a cuticle. So you push cuticles back gently as possible, please. You don't want to be pushing it back into her skin so far. It's gonna hurt her. It'll hurt. And this is just to make the whole nail experience a little bit better for the client. Getting nails done is not something that's easy. It actually hurts. As much as we glamorize it as girls, it hurts. So just to make the whole experience a little bit better, push it back gently. Gentle. 1, 2, 3. Done. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. You don't want to stay for too long. Time is money. And generally what I like to do, and I saw this on TikTok as well, and I've never looked back, is to cut the cuticle with a cuticle cutter. Just cut around here. I found that it makes it look so much better, like so natural. Essentially, this is what I'm cutting. Focus, please. See? When I'm finally applying the nail, it's gonna look so much better, so natural, like it's coming straight from my nails. And it just honestly looks better. See that? Exactly what I'm eliminating. And honestly, it just looks so much better. The more the nail looks natural, the better. For nail prep, this is literally it. You'll never go wrong. Nails short as possible. Remove the shine as much as possible. It needs to be rough. The rougher it is, the better the glue will adhere. And obviously you need quality glue for this. I prefer the Planet Nails glue. Can never go wrong. It's not too runny. It's actually just the perfect consistency, because it does not dry too fast like instant nail glue or these glues. It's perfect. The viscosity is quite thick. I like that. And also it goes nowhere. It stays. I've had nails stay for more than a month, sometimes 2. I remember a lady that I did in May, in the May recess, when she did her purple nails May, and when we went for the June-July recess, she came back asking me to take them off because she couldn't do it herself. The retention was so good. Top notch. And that's exactly what we're aiming for. And this is what makes people come back. If you have quality products, quality service, you can never go wrong. And it's all in the small thing, the small details. Next I'm going to take my tips and try to match as much as possible to the correct size. These fingers are so big. Oh my word. When you're applying that glue, Just for one swipe. It should fill up that whole nail. See? One swipe. Not too much. Just the right amount. Then when you're putting it on, tip it over like this and slowly pull it down. You should see that glue covering the entire area. Notice if there are any bubbles. There should be no bubbles. If there are bubbles, those nails will pop off. The water will go in and it'll pop off. Pop right off. So if you put it on right the first time, it eliminates many problems. And obviously keeps people coming back. Oh, shifted my camera there. And if you find that a nail does not fit exactly to the actual client's nail, you can just adjust it by clipping here, just like that, on the sides, right at that edge there, on the side. Right there. Just for a better fit. Not all tips will fit all nails. There will be size variations, and sometimes it might not even have a size. So as a professional, you need to mitigate that. Tip it back, go forward. This makes sure, like with this method, make sure that the glue covers that entire surface area. No bubbles, nothing. That nail ain't going nowhere, honey. It's not going anywhere. Let's shift this a bit. Next finger. One swipe. Just a generous amount. I did two there because I put too little glue on the brush. Just the right amount, not too much. I found that if you put too much glue, it's actually going to hurt on the client's actual skin around that nail, because it just goes everywhere, right? And it packs underneath. And it's actually pushing down on the skin, and you might find that it hurts them a little bit. So not too much, just the right amount. Tip it down, just like that. No bubbles, nothing. Just the perfect amount to make sure that everything stays. Just an up close of how essentially it's supposed to look like, the rough draft. No bubbles in there. Maybe I should do a video showing bubbles and no bubbles, just so we know how to prevent them. Another thing I want to show you is that in terms of the file, I prefer 100 by 180 grit, because it's just the right amount of roughness, especially the rougher side 180. I can fully shape a file with this and debulk and just make a proper nail work with this rougher side, and the softer side is just enough to do the prep. It's not too rough on the natural nail, it's just enough, and I prefer these kinds of files. The 80 by, because there's an 80 by 100 I think, or 120, 100, 120, those are not the right amount of grit for me. It's difficult to shape with them and to just further file around the nail. Too soft, it'll take forever. So when getting files, please, these ones you can get it at Mimikyu, Bling Girl, China Mall, wherever, but Planet Nails, wherever. But 180, 100 by 180, the best. There are higher ones, however, I feel it's too rough. You'll cut the client, especially around this cuticle area. Not good. So these ones, please.